Alex.
I'm his wife.
Amanda. And we're here to finally get back to the Gotham Knights show that unfortunately has been canceled recently. And I'm bummed out. Are you bummed out?
Yeah, I quite enjoy my little teeny bopper shows.
Yeah, and so we're here to review episode 10 today. We're a little bit behind. No spoilers if any of you guys have seen it. And but yeah, anyway, so did you want to do the summary?
Yeah. Okay, so we left off with on episode 9 where Turner had been his throat had been gashed, and then they healed it with the
Eternium.
Yeah, the little magic rock.
Yeah, I think it's only exclusive to this.
My brain says vibranium, and that is not correct.
No.
What is vibranium?
It's from Black Panther.
Oh, okay. Anyway, yeah, the little magic rock that was radioactive, BT dubs, which is important because Turner instantly gets sick, and they're trying to figure out why, and then it turns out it's because his blood is radioactive. So we're watching Turner just get progressively sicker as they realize that he has radiation poisoning. So while this is going on, we see Harvey Dent watching the video that his other personality left him.
I have thoughts.
And the other personality's goading him on, you should let me take control, blah, 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 blah. We should talk. We need to sit down and talk. He's almost overdose on your anxiety medication so we can meet in your psyche and talk. Which is so, what?
What did you think of the Two-Face side of him?
I love it.
It's so chaotic and weird, and at first I couldn't figure out if they realized how goofy it was coming off, but then with certain lines big dent energy, I'm just yeah, they know how comedic they're playing. I'm which I guess is a take. There were serious moments.
It is my favorite take on Tuesday.
Most of the other ones are just the other side is just mostly threatening, so I guess it's something different, but I don't know.
Give me a Batman villain that is campy and funny. I eat that up.
I didn't love it, but that's to each their own. I like certain parts of this scene.
Yeah. So, Harvey ends up caving and taking the medicine. Stephanie tells Turner that she thinks Batman may have actually killed his parents. And she shows him the pages from the diary she ripped out, which, oof.
Did they go into what actually happened yet, or no?
No, I said Stephanie. It's Kelly.
Carrie Kelly,
yeah. Carrie showed him that. Stephanie goes off to meet Brody, who just had a root canal, and boom, bang, bang, he found his dad's mask and Turner's cam. Lapel camera in the safe. Watched it, realized his dad killed Cressida. Is what the fuck is going on? So Stephanie's going to meet him. It's a whole big mess. So from there, like I said, Harvey took pills, so took his anxiety meds, overdosed on them so that he could meet his second half. His second half is yeah, no, remember one day Dad just beat us so hard, he didn't just break your arm, he broke your psyche. Hi, that's me. Then we go back, we see Turner's not doing too well. We get Harper and Cullen talking, and Harper's we just need to clear our names so we can do this and leave. And Cullen's why do we want to leave? We finally have a family.
Yeah. What's interesting is a lot of the characters in this come from broken homes almost, so they find it's addressed in the episode, but they find their own version of a family. Found family is a big thing in this.
Yeah. So then we see Duella bringing Turner some French onion soup from a particular restaurant that his dad used to bring him when he was sick. And she's making jokes, and then boom, we find out Turner has 6 hours to live because of the radiation poisoning. Because the doctor who had been doing research with the magical rock had a lot of patients that would show radiation poisoning symptoms and then die. So you get that, and they're oh my god, he needs a blood transfusion. So they're trying to figure out what to do. Boom, police shows up. Also, Brody goes back and tells Miss March, that they need to pack, they need to leave, what's going on with his dad.
Before that, he meets up with Stephanie, though.
I already talked about that.
Oh, you did?
Oh, yeah. So anyway, he meets up with Stephanie. She fills him in on everything, so he's aware of everything. She has him ready to turn everything into Harvey Dent. And so he goes, talks to his mom. They both get ready to start packing. Like I said, police shows up, so they try to get Turner out of there. They get Turner out. Harvey has a fist fight with himself and his psyche
while he's having a seizure in real life.
Yes.
Yeah.
Finds out that his other side killed his father, or orchestrated his father's death. I'm not gonna say killed, because he just loosened a few bolts on a
balcony railing.
Yeah, so his father leaned and fell over, and he just didn't get him any help. I mean, he didn't technically kill him.
Yeah, he just kind of watched him die. He set it up to where he would die, though.
Yeah. So then we see Brody and his mom, and he's talking to his mom, and he goes to hug her because she's like, I'm gonna keep you safe, we're gonna get you out of here. She stabs him and kills him.
Yeah.
And she's like, you're just like your father. You always need to protect me. People don't need to be afraid of your dad. They should be afraid of me. Blah, blah, blah. I knew that little hussy was the mastermind.
And something about trophies, though, too, because that's what ended up, basically the stuff that...
Oh, yeah, he said, she said that whenever his dad showed up, she told him that she wouldn't have had to kill Brody if he hadn't have kept his little trophies.
Yeah.
So then we see that Turner's at the hospital. That's where Carrie took him, and she tells her mom, and her mom's like, he's a criminal. She's like, so they save him. She thanks her mom. She gets him out. Her mom comes back, and yes.
Sorry. Don't forget the big reveal with Stephanie, though, too. Before with Stephanie, where she kisses, they kiss.
Oh, I didn't really care about that because it was unimportant.
No, because it.
But you don't know, you don't know that she's gay. We think Stephanie might be gay because Turner kissed her on his deathbed, and she felt nothing, and then she reveals that she feels nothing with Brody too. So Stephanie might be gay. Her and Harper may end up being a thing. We'd love that, but we don't know. We'll see.
Sorry, it's just a minor thing.
Yeah. So anyway. They get the blood transfusion. Her mom comes back and is talking, and she's mad at her. She's like, I'm gonna call the police. You're gonna tell them everything you know. You have to turn them in. They're fugitives. They're criminals. She's like, you can't turn them in because I'm one of them. She's like, how Turner's dad was Batman? She's like, well, I was Batman's sidekick. He called me Robin. And her mom's like, what the fuck? But not actually like that, but she's kind of horrified. So then we see Harvey gets revived. He's talking to Chase Meridian and whatnot, and everything seems fairly normal with him. And we see Lincoln March rolling a casket out that has Brody in it, and then Brody wakes up, so Brody's not actually dead. Bum, bum, bum. And we get back to the gang at their tower, because they got back in the tower after Stephanie pretended to be smoking pot, so the police thought that it was just her smoking pot and there's something going on in their science lab. So they're back in there. They seem safe. And Turner is being broody in the library. So Duella goes over to him, and she's trying to be, happy he's alive, and he's being all broody, and he's she's like, oh, you can't offend me, and he just keeps saying stuff. She's like, not offended, not offended, not offended. And then she's like, by the way, all of us have been worried sick, working tirelessly, trying to make sure you don't die. What's the point if you're just gonna mope around like you're already dead anyway? Blah blah blah. And he's like, you're right. Blah blah blah. He's like, you're always Duella. No matter what's going on, you're always honest. You're always true to yourself. and she kisses him, and then he kisses her, and then we're pretty sure that they, like, you know,
they start taking clothes off, so we're pretty sure they start having, or about to have sex, basically.
Yes. Anyway,
which good for them. They've been through it
because I ship it so hard.
Yeah, they've been through it. But also, like, another side thing is that, like, we figure out what the whole, like, because Harvey's been picking up the phone each time and then losing time with like that melody, and it's because, like, the other Harvey says, like, his dad, like, beat that into him kind of thing, and so, like, it basically makes him shut down, and so they're trying to frame him to make him look like that he's doing all these killings when he's not.
It's the Court of Owl using his other half against him.
Yeah.
Or that's what his other half says. I'm not sure how much we can trust him, but
he's pretty chaotic. I was joking that, like, he just says, like, very chaotic, like, I know Misha isn't, the actor isn't gay, but very chaotic, like bi energy or something. That's the vibe I get.
Yeah, so I thoroughly enjoyed this episode. I think it was interesting. There were, like, I feel like they utilized the suspense, and they were able to interweave and keep you interested in 3 separate, like, storylines at the same time.
Yeah.
I like that they're giving Brody more to do. I, however, don't like that Stephanie is now going to be targeted by his mother, because that's, like, oof. Miss March is, like, no-go, you know?
Her and Harvey are probably going to have a face-off before the show's over.
That's probably how he's going to turn into actual Two-Face.
I hope they do that, because I know the show's canceled now, so whatever episodes we have left is probably whatever we're going to get ever.
Which is really upsetting, because I think Misha Collins is, like, I enjoy his Two-Face.
You know what's hilarious is that, not hilarious, like, it's just interesting, is that the other show that I liked, Beware the Batman, that was, like, another show I was reviewing on Night of the Batman back in the day, had a Two-Face setup in it that they didn't get to fully realize, because, like, he just had the bandages, but you never got to see what was underneath.
Yeah.
And it ended like that, and so, like, I'm hoping in this one, like, it's funny that both canceled Batman shows had a Two-Face setup that they didn't fully get to push. I mean, I don't know, this one might get it. I hope it does, at least to, like, fully round out this season. Maybe they knew they were canceled and were able to do more. I don't know. I know there's a writer's strike right now, so probably whatever we got is whatever we get. So
I also don't like that I don't understand why it was canceled unless it is to do with the writer's strike, which even then it should not be canceled. They should just pay their writers better and provide.
I agree. But part of it is also, I think, like I said earlier, or maybe on another podcast, is that, like, they are phasing out a bunch of superhero content on there and just going to exclusively reality TV. Like, even Riverdale, I think, is getting canceled. So, like, if it's not already canceled, did that show already?
It's
ended.
Over. Yeah. Dear CW, like, if you're listening and you are, like, a representative for the CW, reality TV is trashy. It's a waste of time. Why would you focus on that? It doesn't actually have people with talent. I'm sorry. It doesn't. It's mindless entertainment, and this is coming from somebody who enjoys, like, sitcoms. I am aware that they're mindless entertainment, but at least they took more forethought than, like, videoing people partying in Jersey. Like, I do not. What? Jersey Hills is trash.
I like that stupid show.
Keeping Up with the Kardashians is trash.
Okay, I'm with you on that one.
Reality TV in general is trash. Like, I do not understand people who watch that crap. Like The Bachelor, The Bachelorette. Like, why?
Anyway.
I'm sorry. Like, reality TV, like, scripted television is far superior than like, it's just superior, and phasing it out is a dumb move. All you're doing is trying to save money in the writer's room, which is shitty. Because if a corporation has the money to fairly pay people, they should pay people. If not, they should not exist.
I agree with everything, but this also is a Batman podcast. Anyway, I agree. Pay your writers. Like I said earlier with, I guess if I was to relate it back to something, like Batman related, the Penguin show and, like, some other thing too is, like, temporarily, like, they're waiting for the writer's stuff to end. So, like, I can wait if it means that like writers are going to be properly paid, is what I said, and I still agree with that. So pay your writers. So like strikes like this happen way too much. What is it?
I was like, I agree, but like, we shouldn't have to wait. They should just pay their friggin' writers.
No, I'm saying I can wait until like basically they hold out and pay the writers, kind of thing. Is what I meant by that.
Anyway, I really enjoyed this show. I enjoyed the episode. Ben, you should watch it. Duella finally kissing Turner was everything I needed.
Yeah, because they've been teasing that for a while.
Listen, I watch stuff for like romantic like content. I'm gonna be very honest.
She's sappy.
It's not that I'm sappy. They should be together. Like, it's just who I am as a person. But like, no, it was so nice, and I like that Stephanie's probably going to be gay, and that she's probably going to have a thing for Harper, and then Colin can be happy because he loves Stephanie, and Harper's his sister, and it'd be beautiful. I am actually really fascinated at the way that they're going to handle Carrie and her mom from here on out. I think her mom may take on like an Alfred-esque role in that like she like takes care of them, like patches them up and stuff when things get a little twisted.
We'll see. I know we did talk about like if Alfred was still alive, or I mentioned like I don't know if he's dead or not. He's just not in this show. But if he was around, he probably would have helped Turner, is what I guessed. But yeah, like I definitely see in the future, like, and obviously the episodes are out now, so I guess we could find out soon. But like we want to kind of pace ourselves with this. Me personally.
Go ahead and binge it. I would like to go ahead and binge it.
I would like to just do it one at a time so that we can review it and keep it all straight, at least in my head. But yeah, so we definitely enjoyed this episode. I think, like I was saying, that I think I said Turner, that Brody's dad is probably going to turn on the mom, is what I guess, because, like, you know, definitely it upset him. You can tell he cares about his son. And I
feel like he revived him with the magic rock.
Yeah, I would guess that makes sense. But yeah, anyway, what's up?
Sorry, you were talking about stuff, and you said the Penguin, and made me think, can we just do, like, a season-by-season review of Gotham? Because I quite like Gotham.
The TV show?
Yeah, I never finished it. I only watched, like, the first season and a half. But I enjoyed it.
I guess.
Cool.
Yeah. Ben actually spoke highly of some of it. He said some of it was bad, but he said he liked... he's a big fan of Dr. Hugo Strange, so he was saying they did really good, and for what little bit I've seen, they did really good with him.
And the casting of Selena Kyle was absolutely perfection.
Yeah, she reminds me of Michelle Pfeiffer a little bit with, like, her look. But anyway, this isn't the Gotham episode. All right, guys. This has been Night of the Batman.
Oh, wait, you weren't going to talk about the parts that you really liked of the episode?
I did. I said that I liked just like the chemistry between Turner and Duella. That was good. The Harvey stuff was kind of weird.
I could have done without the Harvey stuff.
Yeah, it was weird.
I don't care about Harvey Dent, though. I care about the kids.
It was over the top. I laughed in certain parts. Like, the Big Dent energy was funny to me, but
Big Dent energy.
The kid stuff was good, and like stuff with the mom was also good, with the whole, like, her saving Turner. A lot of the stuff in general, like the progression of the plot was good.
Oh, what's Stephanie's dad's name?
I don't even remember.
He mentioned
Arthur, I guess.
Yeah. Do you think he's one of the owls? I'm asking.
I doubt it.
I think he might be, and I'm asking because of the way that Mr. March reacted whenever his wife mentioned Stephanie Brown. He was like, Arthur Brown's daughter? What'd she do? And, like, you know, and he was, yeah.
I don't know. I guess we'll have to save that for another episode. But yeah, I liked that. I liked just the different characters. I still am not a huge fan of Harper. I do like...
I love Harper. You just don't like gay people.
Shut up. I do like her brother, though. Like, he's cool.
I was kidding. Obviously, we're both, like, queer, so...
Yeah. But anyway, yeah, so This has been Night of the Batman. I'm Alex.
I'm his wife, Amanda.
And we will see you guys next time.